What's up, everybody? Celtic Scarecrow back from our video to get those 10s and 20 views. I kind of need to plow through this today and get it rendered and edited and uploaded because tonight I become Santa. Yeah, my friend asked me to be Santa for her kids and didn't tell me also for her friend's kids, so that didn't help. She's like, "Oh, I got you a fake beard, lady. I have a good beard. Granted, it is not white. That is why I got myself some stuff to turn it white. And got the herpes of the arts and craft world glitter. I'm going to throw that in here. Make it a little more Christmas magic. But enough of that. You're not here for that. You're here for the football predictions. Week 13. Week 13, and Carolina got the bye. So we'll just talk about a good win last week for Carolina. A lot of positives. Lots of positives out there. I have to find that clip now.
All right, everyone, just listen up, okay? Tons of positives out there tonight, boys. Tons of fucking positives.
Michael's right, boys. Always a silver lining.
That's a good team out there, boys. That is a great fucking team.
Defense played great. Offense, it was the chart. You had enough opportunities because our defense played great. Just think, if we had a offensive-minded head coach and a real quarterback, how good this team could be. That being said, we're in the positives. We went 9-6 last week. Would have done better if, weren't for a couple of upsets. Jacksonville winning. Somebody lost in overtime. But that does bring me to 87, 84, and 1. Also, a quick shout out to Chris Letang. Feel better, get well. I know you'll never see this, but apparently he's out for a while because he had a stroke. My text message just reads right. Yeah, out indefinitely after having a stroke. Not gonna say anything weird, just perfectly healthy athlete, just having a stroke at not even 40. But enough of that. Let's get on to the picks. Let's see. We starting off right with Buffalo taking on New England. Battle of the AFC East. I almost said West there for a second. Surprisingly, in my opinion, the best division of football. Bills are good. Patriots are getting better. Jets are playing like weirdly good at times, and the Dolphins are easily probably make the playoffs this year. But in this game, for my personal pleasure, because I need a miracle to get back into fantasy football, we are going Buffalo. Next up, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Atlanta Falcons. I kind of want Atlanta to win because both teams have their quarterbacks. Atlanta drafted somebody, but I'm still going Steelers. I think both teams suck. And why is the tickets cheaper for the New England Thursday night game than the Atlanta game? It tells me how much each ticket costs, and the cheapest game is Dallas Indy, according to my list. Next up, we have the Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears. Green Bay hasn't been eliminated, so Aaron Rodgers said he'll play, and just to keep their weird hope to make people feel like they have a chance, Green Bay is going to win. Next up, the Jacksonville Jaguars coming off a big winner against Baltimore versus the Detroit Lions. They did what the Lions do on Thanksgiving. But I am going to Detroit. They are playing way better football. And they're kind of in the same boat as Carolina. If you get a real quarterback, team could be scary. Maybe Aaron Rodgers next year. Oh my God, that'd be hilarious. Tom Grossi would freak out. But next up, we have the New York Jets. Can't make fun of them. They have a winning record, I think. Versus the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings technically can clinch with like a win and a Packers loss. But I do not have the Vikings win. They're going to be losing to the Jets. Next up, Washington Commies versus the New York Giants. Washington is playing a lot better. New York is just running the ball well. New York is kind of hurt. So I'm going to make it in game in thing adjustment. I'm changing my pick. I'm going with the Commies. Their offense looks good, and they kind of are going to be that. They could be that sleeper team that sneaks in and just causes all sorts of chaos. Next up, the Tennessee Titans versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles. I know they still haven't passed the eye test for me. Like, just blow a team out, play solid football, play a complete game for once. Don't let an injured Packers team be in it. Next up, in my opinion, worst team in football, the Denver Broncos versus the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore, I think they're going to come out and just really try to avenge that loss against Jacksonville. We're not losing to two crappy teams in a row. Next up is the revenge game. Cleveland Browns versus the Houston Texans, and Deshaun Watson should be back in. You know my opinion if you've seen my other video. I'm perfectly fine with Deshaun Watson playing. He was not charged with an actual crime. He did pay a lot of women a lot of money. Also, I think Marty Scurll should be wrestling because he was never charged with a crime, but that's a completely different video. But I'm going with Houston. No, Cleveland didn't let us have our proper revenge game with Baker, so you don't get one either. Houston. Next up, the Seattle Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams. Seahawks. Rams have not looked good. Injuries, whatnot. Next up, probably one of the best games. There's actually two. The two next games are actually really good. The Miami Dolphins versus the San Francisco 49ers. Niners are getting better, but I think Miami could be one of those sleeper teams that have a legit chance of knocking off KC and Buffalo. Speaking of KC, the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Good game. Should be high scoring. Bengals maybe get back to where they were, but they do have the curse of no first time quarterback ever return to the Super Bowl. So that is a thing. But I'm going Kansas City. Did I not write down? Oh, no, I went Cincinnati. Never mind. Cincinnati. They're winning. That's why I wrote down Cincinnati. Next up, the San Diego Chargers versus the Las Vegas Raiders. God, is this one a bad game? But I'm going Chargers. And the Sunday night game. The Indianapolis Colts versus the Dallas Cowboys. Did that game get flexed? Yeah, I think that was the flexed out game. Cowboys. Colts are a little banged up. Dallas is trying to keep pace with the rest of the NFC East. And our Monday night game, the New Orleans Saints versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay Lightning. I would be a lot better game because the Lightning are a lot better team. They are the best team in Florida. So I'm going Lightning by 2 goals. I'm going to leave that in there. But that's it. That is all I have for you. I hope your Thanksgiving was great. I will, I'll have photos up on the Twitter of me as Santa. And I might do a video, like the transformation of like me spraying all this crap in my hair and getting dressed up. Probably just the photos though. That's it. That's all I have. I'll see you weird people later.